Did you know that as of 2023, Jehovah's Witnesses reported a mind-blowing 8.6 million active members worldwide? That's right, 8.6 million people who are all about knocking on doors, distributing literature, and, let's be honest, dodging birthday cake like it's a deadly sin. If you've ever wondered why they avoid celebrations, what fuels their unique beliefs, or if they have a secret handshake, okay, maybe not that last one, stick around. We're about to dive into 11 shocking things Jehovah's Witnesses probably don't want you to know. Let's get into it. So, how did it all begin? Picture this: a guy named Charles Stace Russell, originally a skeptic, goes from "I'm not sure about this Christianity thing" to founding one of the most recognizable religious movements on the planet. He was basically the OG skeptic turned believer, like a hipster who liked religion before it was cool. Influenced by the Adventist movement, he mixed end of the world excitement with some heavy reinterpretations of Christian teachings. He wasn't here for your grandma's Christianity. Oh no. Russell developed his own version, which eventually became the Jehovah's Witnesses. Basically, think of him as the remix artist of religion. So, what about the flag, salutes, and voting? Well, Jehovah's Witnesses and flags don't exactly vibe. They see saluting the flag as a form of worship. For them, it's like saying, "Hey state, you're in charge of my soul," which they're not cool with. Imagine being the kid in class sitting down while everyone's doing the Pledge of Allegiance. You know that kid's getting side eye. But here's the kicker: they respect your right to vote, they're just not joining in. They're Switzerland in the political game, neutral all the way. Unless, of course, voting is required by law. Then they'll show up like a student who's there because attendance is mandatory. Blood transfusions? No thanks. Jehovah's Witnesses have a strict no blood policy. And no, this isn't a vampire thing. Based on their interpretation of the Bible, they believe God doesn't want them to accept blood transfusions. If that means refusing life-saving treatment, they're all in. However, here's the plot twist. While they say no to whole blood, they're okay with certain blood products like albumin, clotting factors, and immunoglobulins. It's like refusing the steak but saying yes to the gravy. Did you know that Jehovah's Witnesses are waiting for Armageddon? And spoiler alert, they think it's coming very soon. But here's the fun part: they're not setting a specific date anymore after a few, let's call them, missed predictions. Now it's like waiting for that Amazon package that's out for delivery, except it's the end of the world. This belief shapes their whole lifestyle, from the urgency in their evangelism to their no time to party attitude. Ever wonder what happens if a Jehovah's Witness leaves the faith? Well, they're branded an apostate and their social life gets the ultimate ghosting treatment. We're talking full-on shunning here, family, friends, even that guy who sits 3 rows back in Kingdom Hall. It's all over. No hello, no how's it going, not even a nod. You'd get more interaction from a brick wall. Some say it's about keeping the community pure, others say it's extreme. Either way, it's a tough gig to leave. Now here's where things get dark. Critics of Jehovah's Witnesses have raised serious concerns about their handling of child abuse allegations. The group tends to deal with these matters internally, and here's the eyebrow raiser. They require 2 witnesses to an act of abuse before they take action. 2 witnesses? Yeah, because predators are just out here committing crimes in front of a live studio audience. This rule has caused some serious controversy and, understandably, outrage. Another thing to note is that Jehovah's Witnesses are all about gender roles, and if you're a woman, well, don't expect to be leading any prayers or giving public talks. In fact, if you're teaching or praying in front of men, better grab that headscarf. It's their way of maintaining a hierarchy where men hold the spiritual authority. It's a bit like a 1950s sitcom where women say, "Yes, dear," while the men do the talking. Definitely not a place where the phrase "girl power" is thrown around. Holidays? Not for Jehovah's Witnesses. No Christmas, no Easter, not even birthdays. Why? Because they believe most of these celebrations are rooted in pagan customs, and they're not about that life. So if you thought you were going to invite your Jehovah's Witness neighbor to your Halloween party, think again. They see it as mixing with traditions that stray too far from their beliefs. It's like showing up to a vegan potluck with a steak, just doesn't sit right with them. Ever wondered how Jehovah's Witnesses fund their massive worldwide operation? Well, surprise. Their clergy aren't getting a paycheck. No one's passing around a collection plate either. Instead, it's all voluntary contributions, and there's no pressure to fork over your hard-earned cash. They run things a bit like a community bake sale, give what you want when you want. Meanwhile, the kingdom halls still get built and the literature still gets printed. Pretty efficient, if you ask me. So there you have it, 11 shocking things Jehovah's Witnesses probably didn't want you to know. Whether you're amazed, confused, or still wondering why anyone would say no to birthday cake, there's no denying that this faith comes with its own set of rules. Thanks for sticking with us. And remember, if Jehovah's Witnesses come knocking, maybe don't bring up blood transfusions or Christmas trees.